Ye- Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good morning, everyone. Okay, as usual, I'm Dr. Firadus here. So today, our awesome session on Friday. All right. So, as usual, you all got to select the language announcement for those who wants to listen this presentation, this session in Tamil. Please select the Tamil option on below. You can see the icon, the round icon. From there, you can select and then go to Tamil. For those who wants to hear in Myanmar language, please press an option. In Myanmar, select the Myanmar. For those who wants to hear this in the original, the main language, which is in English, please remain in this group. So there's 3 groups: English, Myanmar, Tamil. So choose your options accordingly. And also you all can use the chatbot. Okay. Please use the chatbot. Okay. As much as you all can. Please put in the questions early. Okay. And 15 minutes before the session over, we will lock the chatbot. Okay. Please listen. So this presentation is going to be a very simple and understandable presentation. I'm not going to bring this very scientifically, something that you got to understand the basic and the importance of this link with brain and the guts, okay, the belly, okay, the stomach, okay. So the session most probably will be around 30 minutes. Today I'm going to take more Q&A sessions. So this is the best time for everyone to put in the Q&A, get your message, okay, on the chatbot. 15 minutes before the session over, we will not accept any more questions. Mr. Nixon will lock the chatbot. Okay, please take note, because every time the session starts, only the last minutes, it gets very fired up. Everybody is putting message, putting their hands up before that. No. So do it in the earlier. So that will be much convenient for everyone, right? Okay. And also the session has been recorded in live in YouTube. So those, please, DRFIRG in YouTube, please subscribe the channel. Okay. Please ask your business associates, your family members, all your loved ones, and every of your friends to subscribe to the channel. So to get stayed updated with all the information. All right. So today's topic going to be an awesome topic. This is something that everybody got to really understand. How can you maximize your health? In fact, this is very easy and very basic. You don't have to be so technical. You don't have to go into technicality issues in order to maintain, okay, the a good health. All right, it's very basic. All right, so let's go into the session. All right. Okay, so the topic today is how your stomach, the belly. Okay, you see, the stomach is only one part. The belly is 3 parts: stomach, intestine, and your large intestine and your small intestine. That is why we put that belly. But belly doesn't mean that a big, big belly. Everybody belly means they might think, it's a big, like, in Tamil it's a big dondi, no, it's not the dondi. This is the belly, which is lower part. That means involved your small intestine, involved your large intestine, and also your little stomach. Okay, these 3 components is what we are referring as stomach and also as belly. Controls your brain. See, the brain is very much linked direct with your stomach. Extremely powerful. But people do not realize this part. They think that is different and this is different and totally different anatomy and things like that. But the anatomy can be different, but then it is linked in many ways. Okay. You see, the brain nerves, okay, there is a nerve called vagus nerve, and this is how it is been connected, okay. Okay, the gut pathogen to access the brain, okay. So there is a huge things going on at the back of our stomach and digestions and all these things, okay. This is where we call the gut pathogen access to the brain. The gut also as a signaling, okay, entirely a signaling a neurotransmitter like a signaling to send the communication. Okay, there's the signaling is we call it as ENS, okay, enteric system. All right, so and then you see we got to understand the basic why do we eat, why we need to eat, okay, but now, if you really see, the purpose of eating is just to fill up the stomachs. People are just filling up the stomach. Okay, that is why people are eating. They do not have any little knowledge or think why they have to eat. Okay, what is the purpose? You can even put in the chat box why we are eating. Okay, let me get the. Okay, always have a lot of good mornings on here in the chat box. Okay, okay, right. We already started. So cut the good mornings and come to the point. You can put a lot of info there. Okay, okay. Why we need to eat? See, the brain signaling system sends a message. Okay, it's hungry. So who is hungry? Every little cells in the body is hungry and need food. But the problem is the human don't even get the signal hunger. Before that itself, they start to eat. So there are people are eating based on timing. Okay, they already take their breakfast in the morning, and then before the lunch, in between the breakfast, say they have something 7 o'clock at home, and then but 9 something or 8 something, they also will have something, or 10 something, they also will eat something. Okay, and then by come to 12 or 1, they're still not hungry because they got to eat because it is a lunchtime. Okay, that's a big mistake. So how do they eat? They will eat as how they like and how they want, and taste priority. We in Malaysia full of festivals. So every time there is lot of functions and so many feastings is happening. So they always would be eating and dining and this and that. And also the mandarin oranges, this and that, so many things. The moment they get food in their hand, they will start to eat. There is no question whether the body needs to eat or there is a demand for the food, no question. They're boring, they will eat. Hungry, they also will eat. They're not hungry, also they will eat. Sad, they will eat. Happy, they will eat. They meet friends, will eat and eat and eat and eat. This is what people do. Okay. So the only purpose why we need to eat is we need to feed our little cells nutrition in many different types of nutrition. Okay. So the entry point is the stomach. So the food is all about vitamins. Vitamins, mineral. Okay. And this is the reason why we eat, first of all. Okay. But now this is totally not the reason why people eat. It's all about taste and filling up the stomach. Just filling up. Okay. What are the things that we will fill up? We fill up drums, garbage bins, and these are the things we fill up. we don't fill up our stomach. But this is what people are doing now. They're just filling up everything. All right. So you see, this is where the pathogen access, okay, to the body, okay, the pathogen access to the body in the system, in the guts, and also small intestine, and also the large intestine through our vagus nerve. This is the vagus nerve. Okay, this is the vagus nerve. Okay, which is linked directly to the brain. Okay, directly to the brain, which is linked. Okay, and this is the communication part where it transmits all the information, what is happening, and all. Okay, from the gut, the small and the large. Okay, so you see the gut and brain signaling. This is where the signaling will happen. Okay, there are more than 5,000 millions of micropathogens in the system. Okay, so you see, this is the digestive system. Okay, the digestive system here, okay, goes on. Okay, this is the entire digestive organs which is involved. This is your stomach. Okay, and this comes your intestines, small intestines and all. Okay, this is the large. Okay, this is the small, and your liver, gallbladder, and then it's a pancreas here. Okay, pancreas at the back of your stomach. Okay, and this is the entire digestive system which is involved. So the food will go, and then it'll process, and it goes in. The distance from this up to here, up to the anal, okay, it is easily 20. It is easily 29 feet. Okay, the distance. Okay, it'll go up to from here. Okay, it varies from different people. All right. So you see, the main thing here is you got to understand this, and this is where the vagus nerve connects through your spinal cord to the entire system. And then a lot of signalings will start to happen from your bottom, okay, the body. So what happens is the body will communicate, the brain will have communication through the vagus nerve. VAGUS. Okay, nerve. This is the vagus nerve. This is a Latin word. Okay, this is a Latin word. The original word is vega. Okay, this is the meaning of it. This is wonder, wondering. Okay, so this is something very, very powerful enough. Not many people talks about this nerve. Okay, vagus nerve, but then some people knows about it. Okay, this vagus nerve, it is very, very important in communication of the brain to the body. Okay, it communicates here. You see. So how does the communication takes place is, okay, it communicates from both ways. From the top of the body, it goes down, okay, the communication, okay, to the nerve system, and also it communicates in return. Okay, it communicates in return. The nerves will send back signals to the brain. Okay, to the brain through this nerve. Okay, this is vagus nerve. Okay, so this is extremely direct. That is the reason whenever you skip your meal, you get headache. The moment you eat your meal, you do not get headache. So these are the difference. Okay, simple ways you can know. When you have gastric, you have extreme amount of giddiness, headache, nausea, and all. If you were to eat any wrong food, it also is connected. You will have all these issues. Okay, these nerves has been discovered in the year of 1872. They discovered this. Okay, there are more than 100 billion nerve in our stomach cells. 100 billion. Okay, 100 billion. The most important, okay, connection. This is like is a bi-directional communication between brain and the vagus nerve. Okay, this is how the vagus nerve will communicate. Okay, through every single organ, Okay, to the liver. Okay, it will go to the liver, heart, lungs, this is the liver, and stomach now. Okay, this is where it communicates with your breathing, your speech, swallowing, heartbeat, blood pressure, hearing, taste, circulation, digestion, healthy gut, orgasm, erection, blood flow, when you blink your eye, the saliva which is creating from your mouth, okay, everything, sympathetic and non-sympathetic, okay, everything, both it controls. So there is no, you don't have to worry about it. It continuously works at the back end. Okay, this is where it connects us direct to the brain. Okay, and this is the frontal lobe. Okay, this is the front of the brain. This is the back of the brain. Okay, this is the mid. So you see, the front is very important part where when you have a very strong connectivity, okay, and the flow with the vagus nerve, okay, the healthy vagus nerve allow us to access the part of the brain, which is the front part here, okay, accessible here, to have more creativity, higher cognitions, and complex decision making. All right. So this is more to sophisticated thinking skills. Okay, sophisticated thinking skills. Okay. Sophisticated thinking skills. Okay, so this is that powerful it is. So this is where when you have a very bad environment in the belly, your creativeness will start to deteriorate. Your sophisticated thinking will be deteriorate. Your complex decision making will also plunge down. This is why in the diversity group, the people who has altered or changed their lifestyle, and they can see the creativity is much, much efficient, higher connectivity activities is happening, sophisticated thinking is there, and also complex decision making is also been highlighted, or can realize that all these things is happening. The clarity. What happens when this vagus nerve has absence, or you are not getting good amount of accessible here? It's not healthy. Okay. What will happen? The fear will start to kick in. The fear will start to kick in. Okay. You'll feel very fear. Okay. So you feel very discomfort feeling. You will not have, you may feel very scared to look at the phone, to talk about anything, to deal with certain situations. The fear will be leading. Okay. And we call another way of describing this is fight or flight. Okay. Fight or flight means, okay, this is the sign and symptoms of panic, severe panic environment. The dilated of people, dry mouth, fast breathing. Okay, your heartbeat tends to shoot higher. Okay, heart will start pounding, tense in muscles. Okay, like panic disorder. Okay, slow digestion. This is where, when the connection is not there, they will have a lot of discomfort in the feeling of the stomach. Sweaty palm. This is also very common nowadays. This one, sweaty palm. You see, the reaction, okay, of threat. Okay, amygdala, the reaction. This is linked with the thyroid T3 and T4, 4 and 3 and 4. Okay, the hypothalamus activates, okay, the sympathetic nerve system, okay, to release a lot of adrenaline. And this is where, when the adrenaline is increasing, the glucose will shoot up. Where the glucose is coming from? The glucose has been released from the liver. Okay, from the liver. That's why people who have very high panic issues, the sugars is always very high side. So don't trap yourself into agitative environment and all these things. So this is also in your stomach. If you are a person who eats a lot of this inflammatory food, which is very high carbohydrates, we'll come to that part, which are the food that damage your health on the gut. Okay. And these are the people who will have a lot of panic disorder, a lot of sleeping disturbance, and many more issues. I believe that most of you can link what I'm telling you. Oh my God, this sounds like me. Oh my God, this sounds like me. You can't link, because I know. And this is why I choose this topic. This is a very important highlighment that you need to give the connectivity in order to correct your lifestyle situations. Okay. And then this adrenaline cortex release cortisol, okay, for continual alertness. So this is where you will have too much of stress being highlighted here. Okay. You see, human body is a very complex unit. It's extremely complex. But it is autopilot. The system is the best doctor. God has created such a magnificent system. The problem is people do not understand. Okay, how does it work? How to work along with the creation, with the body, they do not know. So they are putting too much of stress and making the system overworked. And after a couple of years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, you will deteriorate very badly. Many organs will be failing because overstraining. The organs are recoverable, okay? Recoverable. But repeatedly, you are doing the same mistake again and again for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. Wellness, health is our birthright. It bonds with us. And why? We are losing the grip of it. Okay? Let's go deeper in and see some. Okay? So, what happens in the scenario where the healthy vagus nerve is kicked in and you are doing everything? It's very healthy. So, what is the situation is going to be like? This is for people who are into the business. All right. Any kind of environment, as in a management, as in a decision making, as in a family man, your leadership skills will start to kick in. All right. The leadership skills, you'll be very vigilant. Your minds will start to be very sharp. Your bank balance also will increase. Why? Because in life, decision making is the fundamental of life. Decision making. Yes. If you can make a decision at that and there and there without procrastinating, and you kick in efficiently. A lot of people are so fearful of making decisions. This is where it also comes with the vagus nerve when it's so sluggish and you can't have the communication from the bottom, your stomach, your intestines, and to the brain. And this is where the brain will be very foggy and you can't make decisions. Remember, see how it links. Okay, leadership skills and also decision making. This is so, so important. And many comes with this. I picked this two because I believe this two is the most crucial. All right. And you comes to the microbiome. You see, you got to understand our human body is 90% the cells are bacteria. Bacterial. Okay? It is bacterial. Only 10% is human cells. You see? So we are a walking bacteria. All right? Remember that. We are a walking bacteria. See? But people are so scared, so fear. And our body is full of bacteria. Right? This is how our body is being structured. 90%. Okay? If you see here, all right, the ecosystem, okay, of the microbiomes in the gut is like a big, huge, thick forest. It has a equilibrium, has to be very balanced. Okay, very balanced. Okay, like this forest, when you see, look at it, how coolly and everything is balanced. This is the Almighty's creation. But we should have a very balanced microbiome in the gut system. But now it is like a flat desert. And this is why you have a lot of kickbacks in the brain. Anxiety disorder, psychiatric disorder, vision, this, that, no focus, cannot put your settings, cannot set your goals. Very, very devastated environment. And this is why also you are not progressing in whatever you are doing. And this is extremely one reason. Okay, extremely one reason for this. Okay, this is very important. You see, the world has changed a lot. Okay, now one out of, okay, one out of 5 child in Malaysia, okay, 1 in 5 children, they're born are in a C-section. Okay, C-section. That means they caesar and take the baby. This is the big problem. Okay, even now it can be 2 out of 5. Why? Because they want it to be very fast, and a lot of people has this blind belief on a lot of other things. Horoscope problem, star problem, this and that, timing factor. So they forcefully bring the baby out as per their convenient time. They want it to be on the 14th April, 14 February. I want my baby to born on Valentine. 12 o'clock, sharp. All right. C-section, bring it out. You see, technology has come in and made a lot of disaster. Okay. And this is the examples which I'm giving. And also use of antibiotic. Okay. Okay. This is too much. They are using too much antibiotics. Every single problem which you do not need antibiotics has been given. Now, the biggest problem what we are facing is antibiotic resistance. And even now, patients, they themselves administrate antibiotic from pharmacies. They have everything at home, kept in advance. They know the children's, they're going to fall sick, so they are kept antibiotics in advance. Accessibility is so easy. There's no proper knowledge. Antibiotic is something should be used at last resource of any. If we have a very good microbiome in your stomach, nothing can come in. Not a single medical issue can touch you. If any one of you having a lot of medical issues, definitely the communication on the vagus nerve is very poor, and also the microbiome in the stomach is extremely poor. This is something that you need to treat. If not, you are opening the gateway for all disease, including cancer. Okay? Help others to achieve their dreams, and you will achieve yours. This is something very common. Everyone uses this. Okay? And everybody loves to say this. Help others in the business, donation, social service, donating money here, there, everything. They are giving, give. But you forget to give the best to the fellows who are living in you. And this is the most disgusting part. This is really, really mind-boggling. You see? This is really mind-boggling. You are not feeding your own microbiome. The 90% of every single bacteria living in you need your favor, need your help. You feed them. This is why we have to eat our meals. This is why these microbiomes, these microbes need food. And when they get hungry, they will send a signal to the brain. And they are the one who feeds in the nutrition. The nutrition comes through the mouth, goes through the stomach, through a couple of processes, mixing with all the enzymes. It's been flushed through the duodenum, and it comes to the small intestines. Then it'll go through the process. This is where the microbiomes will come in and receive the food. They will take the proportion accordingly, dividing the vitamin K, dividing all the vitamin A, D, E, C, E, K, and everything based on what they know, what they need, and everything that has been distributed accordingly to the cells. You see? So who is requesting for the food? These fellas. But you are not feeding them. You're feeding your cravingness, your greediness, your need of becoming a junkies. So this is wrong. So knowingly, unknowingly, you became a junkie. So this is also the problem in the system. So why you have this junkiness built up in the system? Okay, I'll tell you why. Okay. Okay. So they are good bacteria. They are the good fellas and they are the bad ones. They are good and they are the bad ones. Bad boys and good boys. So the good ones are very, very less. Okay. This is the microbiome. You have been eating bad food since like 20 years, 30 years and all. Okay, this is the bad food, which is very highly inflammatory. Cookies, okay, flour-based food, right? You are eating the flour-based food. Milk-based cookies and all these kind of things. Then sugar. Too much of fruits. Genetically modified fruits. If you can get access to the natural, those days fruits, go ahead. If it is genetically modified, what you're buying from the market, it is not a good choice. It's a very, very bad choice because extremely high of sugar, fructose or whatever. All this kind of processed food, what makes the bad fellas to grow? The bad fellas. So whenever the bad one starts to grow in your system, your demand, this fellow leads the demand. He leads the demand. He asks for what he wants. And this fellow is struggling. It is so sluggish, it's so weak. And here, the bad ones can grow the fungus in the stomach. Okay? It kills all the bad, the good ones. So the bad one leads the race. So the craving is created by the bad bacteria. The good bacteria cannot have access to the brain. The demand is very poor. You see, what will happen whenever you see any kind of pizza? Wow, I need it. Processed food, canned drinks, calorie food, tasty food, creamy food. Okay, and this is your priority. You want it. You must have it. When you are hungry, you cannot control your hunger. And this is what happens. And this is extremely high carbohydrates diet. This food, this will cause extreme amount of complications. What will happen? The most dangerous, artery clogging, atherosclerosis, okay? All kind of problems. And this will lead you for cardiac arrest. So many other things, loss of energy and so much of things, okay? Your bones will get very weak and many types of complications will start to kick in. Okay? This is the craving. The demand is by this. I give you an example, okay? You see what happens is, if you are an alcoholic, you need alcohol, very high demand, okay? If you don't drink alcohol, you will start to shake. You'll start to shake. When you drink alcohol, the tremoring or the shake will stop. So those who do not drink alcohol, you give them alcohol, they will start to shake. See the difference? So the one who don't drink, they don't ask for alcohol. They don't have the demand. They are forcefully drinking. Okay? They know it is bad. They say, no, I don't drink. It tastes so horrible. But for those who are drinking it every day, they feel like heaven. So yummy. Wow. Even such a low quality drink, which is horrible, they need it. Why? The bad bacteria is too much in the stomachs and all the good fellows is dead. The bad one is leading the race. With the inflammation, with so much of complications, still they want to drink. They want to lead it. And this is what happens. Okay? So you got to understand the fact. Okay? You need to help those in your system, that your microbiomes, that your soldiers, give them the best food, what they need. Then what you get in return, you get everything, more than money. Money, people always say, you can't buy health if you lose it. But you will get everything, more than money. You will regain back the clarity, thoughts, mind, okay, decision making, skills, leadership, okay? And this is what a lot of people have told me. Doctor, now I'm totally a different person. Wow, what has happened? Oh, my prediction is good. My calculation is superb. I can make decision immediately. This is so awesome. Okay? As a human, we need to adopt a great appreciation for the microbes inside us. This is so important. Okay? You all got to bear this in mind. And how important is this? Okay? We got to restore our relationship with microbes. I hope you all will do that, because you already know, you already discover. This can prevent the chronic diseases. This can prevent a lot of complications in Okay, so you got to understand this. What changes the guts to be unhealthy? This is all the food that you are eating, extremely highly inflammatory, sugary, fuzzy, juices. Okay, a lot of, if you're taking inflammatory food, just go and see what is the inflammatory food. As I always tell, I have four groups of fruits that, group of foods that I don't really, I advise people not to take. One is the flour-based food. Second is sugar, any type of sugar. Third is milk, dairy, cow or bull or whatever, goat, and all the milks. Okay, it's very bad. And last the list is fruits. Fruits is genetically modified. It's not even a fruit, what you're eating. It is just a chunky sort of giving you the happiness is due to the glucose, too much of glucose in it. That's all, nothing much. So this kills entire microbiomes, accessible of antibiotics, using too much antibiotics, painkillers, okay, unnecessary, for no reasons they take antibiotics, okay, suspect to be infection, and I don't want to touch why they give antibiotics, that is a huge thing, okay. So this is the biggest problem. Okay, you see here, too much of stress, right? Too much of stress. This is another problem. And also unhealthy fats kill people. Unhealthy fats. Where does the unhealthy fats come? Unsaturated fats. Saturated fats comes from all the cookies, poor quality butters, and all these different types of processed stuffs. Okay, curry puffs and biscuits and all these things. Okay, so the stress also is one reason. Okay, stress, not eating, okay, a proper amount of greens. Okay, that is one. Okay, the greens what we have is so much processed, and we are eating useless greens. If you are eating vegetable for yourself, it's totally useless. Okay, I'll give you a solution for that. Okay, don't get shocked. Okay, lack of prebiotic, okay, in your dieting. Okay, not probiotic, prebiotic. Okay, lack of exercise. This is what I asked to add on movement. Okay, movement. Okay. And drinking too much of alcohol. Okay, this is so bad. Okay, cigarette smoking, antibiotic use. Okay, not getting enough sleep. This is another major problem now, what we are having. People not sleep 7 to 8 hours. This is so dangerous. Please, catch back your sleep, at least 7 hours. Okay? So my 3 pillars, okay, okay, which you need to really work on these 3 pillars. These 3 pillars, why I picked these 3 pillars, okay, I felt this is something born with us, okay. You never teach any child to eat. You don't have to teach them to eat, okay. The moment they're hungry, they will cry for milk. Babies, infants. So food is something that human born, they know how to eat. Okay? Hungry, they will cry. This is born with us. Then movement. You have never teach or train any little kids or baby, even can be a 1-day-old baby, were they able to lift their legs, lift their hands, open their mouth, blink their eye. It's all considered movement. They can. And when a certain period of time comes, they know how to turn around. They know how to move more and more and more. When it comes to a certain period of time, 11 months, 1 year, 1 month, 1 year, 1 month, they can start to. You see? So if you don't have to teach any child to walk, this is born with them. Movement. Movement, walking. Okay? For those who are not walking, please start to. Okay? Sleep. Have you ever trained any of your babies to sleep? No. They immediately sleep. A baby will sleep for 18 hours. An adult, 7 to 8 hours. Okay? A little child like 12 years, they need about like 12 to 14 hours. Around there, approximate. But now, this is the biggest problem what we have. People do not sleep. Okay? So go back into all this. I hope you all, and what I want to emphasize, last two message for you. Go back to this slides. Help others. This others is you, your internal microbiomes inside. And you are killing yourself by eating the wrong food. What is the terms of I use here? Killing yourself. What are you killing? You're killing your own microbiomes. If they die, the cells die. And the cells die, the tissue dies. And the tissue dies, organ dies. And the organ dies, we will age up. We'll be ripe to take off. We'll may just drop like a rotten mango, a ripe mango, whatever mango, will be detached from the system. Now have to be written. The reason? We speed it up. See? So you need these microbes, the 500,000 microbes, the millions microbes, bacteria, the 90% bacteria to work efficiently and have very healthy environment. We cannot kill them. We give them the best food. Okay? So you need to restore the relationship with the microbes. All right? So please go back and start to love the microbes, the bacteria in you, and feed them what they need. Okay. We come to another most important part. How DXN can help us here. Okay. You see, the food what we have in DXN is the world's best. Okay. So what you have. What you all have. What you would say, the best microbiome supported food. Everything. The first one, spirulina. See, spirulina, the next week my talk is going to be about vitamin K, 1 and 2. I'll explain to you all. Okay, and also calcium. So now a lot of people are eating calcium and then they're dying fast. They're causing a lot of coronary artery disease because of your calcium supplement. How to prevent this and how this correlation is happening with taking unnecessary calciums, unnecessary omega, and they are dying due to coronary artery disease. How can we prevent this? By taking the most best, lovely spirulina, the world superfood. No doubt everybody said world superfood, but tactically people are eating 3 tablets, 4 tablets, 2 tablets. Oh my God. This is so sad. So sad. Okay? Why sad? You have the best in your hand, like having a Ferrari parked in your, Porsche, and you refuse to drive. You should take it for a spin. You have the Lamborghini, but you don't want to drive it. So you have the best with you, and then yet you are eating just 1 or 2. I personally takes around 50 to 80 spirulina per day. I take 40 in the morning, 40 in the night, because I need that much. My demand is very high. You don't have to eat like me. You can take around 10 is lovely. Minimum 10, go for 20 to 30. Okay. Spirulina is the best. This is cyanobacteria. It gives your microbes in the intestine, they will love it. The moment the spirulina goes in, they will be like, making some salsa there. Ha 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 ha. Yay, yay. My owner has given me the best. Wow. Suddenly my master has, the esophagus nerves, is working. The brains start to, flushing. Brains are start to work. My boss is eating, something good for me. Wow. Thank you, boss. It will start to pick up the best. Okay. Then Morinzi and also Morinzi. Okay. Morinzi. All right. And then myco-veggie. Well, myco-veggie is not necessary. If you want to take it every day, you can. But if you don't want to take it every day, you can take alternate days, no problem. It's also very good. Then comes our fermented enzymes, all the fermented enzymes, whatever we have in DXN. Okay, each countries are different based on what your availability. Take the fermented. Fermented is very important. I'll be covering next week on the fermented on vitamin K1 and 2. This is the important factor of K fermentation process. Like the one who in India, the kombucha, wow, that is very, very good. But it does, how you're going to use it, so we'll get the tips next week. Then comes our best GL, Ganocelium. Mycelium is also very powerful for the microbes and all. They do use that. And also our VCO. In terms of omega balancing, the VCO also plays a role there. Okay, so such all these products never ever have a prescription for DXN. It is a food, and if anybody prescribe this to you, and that is not a drug, you do not need prescription. Just buy and enjoy it as you like it. Okay, then the coffees. Okay, see, DXN coffee is fermented, and this coffee is highly therapeutical coffee, and this coffee also supports the microbiomes in the stomach. Generally, whenever you read, you will read that caffeine is bad for bacteria and microbes and all these things, but our coffee is fermented, so it has a different value, and also it comes with a lot of good values there with the ganodermas and all. Okay, and also you can add on lion's mane and so many other things. All that is so good. So whatever comes in the DXN, enjoy the entire food. Okay, so whatever you take in DXN, I request you take more spirulina. That one you put a lot of quantity into it because you need a lot, because the demand is so much. People are so poor quality now. The health is so bad. Okay, the rest you can take whatever you like, but take in a good amount, a good dosage. All right, so let's go into the Q&A session. Thank you so much for your humble hearing. So let's take the Q&A. Yeah. Okay. The question is for Ms. Cho, do we eat when we are hungry? Okay. Or can we skip when we are hungry? Okay. You see, whenever you are doing a fasting modality, then you can skip. But if you are not fasting, you can eat. That is no. But what you eat is more important. What you eat. What are you eating? That is the most important. So who you going to? You see, now your child, a little child. You see, those days, our great-great-grandmothers, our mother, grandmother, grandfather, they even not very well educated. They never been to any schools, big schools. And, their education is so, basic education, not all, but some. But yet their sense is so powerful. They will prepare the meals so precise, so lovely. They will buy things. They know what is good for what. They will buy, they will process it, clean it, dice it. They will cook in very, very careful manner for the babies. Then they will know what to give them. But nowadays, all these modern parents, very well educated, you can see them, different fields and professionals. But what do they give? Processed stuff, canned stuff, bottled stuff. Okay, puree, this, that, all is not even a food category. How do you, this is bad. Okay, so there's so much of damages done. All right, so you can eat. If you're fasting, skip your meals. Fasting is always the best. Okay, not necessary. There is no such thing as you must eat. But one thing, if you see your body, every little cells listen to you. Okay, whenever you tell them that you're going to eat at 1, please do so. If you're not going to eat, you're fasting, do it early in the morning. You tell the body that you're not going to eat the whole day. I'm going on fasting. That is where the affirmation is so important, because your mind is the one who's working along with the brain. The mind is something more powerful than the brain. The brain is only one coordinating device. The mind is in every cell. So you have to tell the cells, they are your little babies. Today, we are declaring fasting. So do the cleansing, the cleaning. We are not going to eat until 7 o'clock. All right. So when it comes to nearing to 7, 5, you will feel a little hungry. 6, a little more. By the time we reach to 7, you're very hungry because you told them you're going to eat at 7. So this is the mistake where people do. And they said, I'm going to eat my lunch. And then you're busy with your work. You delay. The body is waiting. You skipped your meal. Then you pull it for another round. You said, I'm going to eat at 3 o'clock. I'm going to go for my tea break. You skip again. Then you come back home at night. Your stomach is bloated, very uncomfortable, and you cannot eat. Gastric has come in so much. And then on the top of that, you're eating the wrong food, inflammatory. Some cookies most probably, or some sandwich, bread base, and this is the wrong choice of food. What will happen? Either you vomit, you start to have very severe headache, and then all kind of things will start to happen. Okay, so if you're not eating, do the declaration. If you're eating, go and eat something that your body can benefit from it. Don't eat something is nice, colorful, yummy, and all this. Right? The next question, please.
Okay, there's a question in the chat box.
Okay.
Okay. The first question is, okay, my mom is from Warren, sir. Is asking, mom is 80 years old. She has a large belly, many months regularly, heartburn. She has insomnia. What should she do?
Okay. You see, okay, can I answer the question?
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay. All right. You see, when they have a very huge belly and she's 80 years old, okay, for 80 years, reversing, it is not the question. Okay, we are not talking about reversing. We are talking about making the whole comfort. The whole thing is comfort. So she must have a lot of leg pain, sleeping problem. Also, she must have some obesity, knee pain, joint pains, and all for this kind of people. Because whenever your microbiomes are so poor, so what will happen? You will have very bad synovial fluids in the joint, and also rheumatoid arthritis and all this will come in. But what we say is your old age, so you must be like that. There's no such thing that your old age, you must have this kind of knee and all. This is something that you have created along your age of growing. You made yourself become old because you believe that you be old, you must be like this. Actually, it's not like that. You can be like 20 years old when they are 90. But how you're going to grow yourself? Okay, how are you going to make yourself lovely? Okay, at that age and that age. Okay, now for a mom, what you're going to do? You're going to put a lot of prebiotic into the stomach, give a lot of DXN. Spirulina is very, very helpful for her. So you can't give her like one go a lot because these older people, they always have a lot of different kind of belief, this and that. Okay, make it into, buy the powder, put it into the juice and you shake it, give it to her. Maybe like, half a scoop 4 times a day. That would be very good. Okay, after the meal, or mix it along together with the meals. Then give her the VCO. The VCO is so good. Okay. Then the oolong tea, the coffee, whatever coffee that she likes. Okay. I wouldn't advise her to go on zero sugar. Give her sugar, no problem if she's taking. If she's a diabetic patient, also keep the sugar intake low. Okay, that will help her to make feel comfortable. Once she understands, she wants to do more, let her do more. Okay, until that she has the willingness, I want to do more. You got to cultivate that into her. Okay, but handle it, very lovely, so that there's no much healing crisis, not much of a pain and all. The RGGL, all you can put it later. Okay, later. Not the journey first with spirulina, morinzi, VCO, oolong tea, any one of the coffee. We have many coffees, any one of the coffee. So the takeoff will be very smooth and very good. And then a lion's milk, put in lion's milk, that will give a good sleep, I tell you. Even the coffee helps for the sleep. We also have lion's milk coffee. So all this will help. Okay, Warren?
Okay, sir. I think there's one more question. I think you already answered the question about this. Can we eat after we do fasting? Example, we are fasting for 6 to 18 hours. For example, we are fasting until 4 p.m. Let's say we're having feel hungry after 4 p.m. Does we need to eat or is it need to skip?
Okay. You see, for those who are fasting, if you still feel very hungry, then you want to eat, you can eat. So eat something which is more fat-based, no sugar. Then your body is still on fasting modality. It will never break the ketone production. You see, why do we do fasting? Okay, very simple. When you increase the hours of fasting, your ketones will start to produce more. Your ketone is the body's best currency to burn. So the longer you pull, the more better it is. So after 3 days of fasting, it will start to produce growth hormone. Wow, not easy to have growth hormone. They're very expensive. Okay, so this growth hormone is what will make you grow. You see? So it depends your willpower and how many days you can fast. That's up to you, right? So do it gradually, then pull the hours longer and longer. So if you want to take food something at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, or maybe 3 o'clock, you can take tunip sengkuang. Okay, that is good. An egg, half-boiled egg is also okay. You can take the white, you can take the yellow. With our VCO and add a little bit of spirulina, or you can just drink black coffee or oolong tea along with the VCO. I tell you, super. Oolong tea is extremely health beneficial and it tastes also very good. See? And this is how the oolong tea looks like. Super bright. Very light color. And it's lovely. Okay. So the next question.
No more question in the chat box, sir. So they are raising up some hands. So maybe you can take some questions from there.
Yeah, can unmute them, sir.
This one is from, I think it's, okay, let's see, take
Cho.
one by one. Who Cho, I think Mr. Cho, Madam Cho have to, yeah.
Who Tao.
Madam Putu, you unmute your mic?
Yeah. Siapa wali? Katiam nation. Longji malaki ande o ande sure diawle siapa. Tuas say sana ye lau tau de chain le. Ay tasa go tasa tau de chain. Do sana lau de chain ma ande ere. Alo mubi ma ande kajaro. ပိုက်ထဲကနေပေါ့သူရဲ့အံဖတ်ထဲမှာဟိုမေးမေးလေးအခဲတခဲပါလာတယ်တဲ့နောက်ပြီးအသားစလိုလဲဒီလိုအခဲလိုက်ပါလာတယ်တဲ့အဲ့ဒါလေးအဲ့လိုမျိုးအန်တဲ့ဟာကတယောက်မှမတွေ့လို့လေဆရာမအဲ့ဒါကဘာဖြစ်လို့လဲပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒါသိချင်လို့
Yes.
အဲ့ဒါတောက်ပြီးမှနေ့လေမှာအန်တာလို့ပြောတယ်12ရက်လောက်ရှိပြီသူတောက်တာလေ12ရက်လောက်တောက်လာတဲ့အဲ့ဒီသက်စာကို12ရက်လောက်ဟိုဗာလဲ RGGL ရဲ့ချင်းပေါင်ရေညိဝယ်လိုက်ရင်မဲနောက်ပြီး10မျိုး9မျိုးလောက်တောက်တယ်ဆရာမပေါင်ချချင်းဘလက်ကောပါတယ်အဲ့မှာလေးသက်စာက9မျိုးလောက်တောက်တယ်အဲ့ဒါကိုနီးရမင်းအဲ့ဒါကို12ရက်လောက်တောက်တာတဲ့ခါကျတော့သူကအဲ့လိုမျိုးမူးပြီးအန်လိုက်တယ်တဲ့အန်ပြီးမှဟိုခဲလေးလေးအဲ့လိုမျိုးမေးခဲလေးဒီလိုမျိုးအဖက်လက်တစ်ခုအခဲလိုက်တစ်ခု
Still asking question, huh?
နောက်ပြီးအသားစလိုလဲဒီလိုမျိုးခဲလက်တစ်ခုပါလာတယ်တဲ့နှစ်ခုပါလာတယ်တဲ့ဒီလိုအန်နာတဲ့ချိန်ပေါ့နော်ဆရာမအဲ့ဒါကိုဘာဖြစ်လို့အန်နာလဲပေါ့အဲ့လိုမျိုးတက်စာတောက်ရင်တန်လန်းနဲ့အဲ့လိုအန်လာတော့အဲ့ဒါလေး
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You see, you got to explain to them. Okay, you see, and in DXN we do not treat disease. Okay, so this is a lifestyle change package. Okay, when she start consuming DXN food, not only the menstruation problem will be resolved. from A to Z. All the problem will be identified by the body. The body will fix all the problem. So that is why when she start taking DXNs, so she will start to vomit. If there is any bile secretions, gastric issues, everything will be eliminated. And also some patients, always some members complain, why I'm taking DXN, my period is non-stop, so much of blood is coming out and this and that, so much complications they ask. For them, what they're expecting is, so many years they go to the hospitals. We doctors, when you come to the hospital, when you complain, you're having overflow. Okay, you're having a menstruals are not stopping. So immediately we give something or give an injection to stop the flow. Okay, so within hours, the flow will stop. And clean stop in 2 days, 3 days. So that is the same expectation they have, the same mindset. They come here, they think this is medication, they should stop. Or they want the period to come. Even some will say, I never had my period for 6 months, 7 months, 1 year, 2 years. So when they take, immediately should come. No. This is very wrong expectation. We do not fix the problems. That means the disease. We fix the entire problem. So when we rebalance the body, we rebalance back the body will start to fix all the problems. The pimples will get resolved. Obesity will be resolved. The vision also can be resolved. Okay, the evaluation, the period will get regularized after a period of time. So they need to give the body more time to recover. This is something happening for her is very good. It's a good thing happening. Okay, toxin elimination is taking place. Cell replacement also will take place. Then they have to give more time because this process, can even be 6 months or 10 months. So don't target on one problem, but no doubt she will have that problem is her problem, but give overall time for the body to recover. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, ulcerative issues and so many things. Also, to just continue taking it, and also reduce all the inflammatory food and bad things. If she's taking too much of bread, cookies, this and that. And you see, the problem with Myanmar people, they eat a lot of rice. The rice is so huge they take. Okay. Morning, they eat one big bowl of rice. Then afternoon also rice. Evening rice, night also rice. So practically they take about 3 to 4 times of rice. Okay. The rice in Malaysia is very high carbohydrates, very high starch. So this is what causes more problem. And also on top of that, they take all the juices, they take Red Bull, they take this, they take that. And if it is a male, they also go for beer in the weekends. And then end of the day, too much of carbohydrates. So all this will cause great damage to the system, great damage. 5 years, boom. And all these people are 5, 6 years, they are coming. They say, I have this problem, I have that problem, 1,001 problems. Okay, lump, bumps, the lump on the breast, lump on the leg here and there. All this is because of the food has been consuming for 5 to 6 years. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay, doctor. All right. Next question from Jody. Right. Is Jody missing?
Okay. Yeah. Go for the next one immediately.
Okay. This one also need Madam Cho's translation. Ba tang.
Okay. မင်္ဂလာပါဆရာမဆရာမရှင်ဆွဲရခီးရပြန်လာပြီးတော့သူနှုံးခွေရဆိုပြီးမှဓာတ်စာကို RGGL ကိုတိုးပြီးစားလိုက်တယ်၅လုံးသူကကျမကြီးထိန်းတဲ့အနေနဲ့သူကစားတယ်ဒီရင်းကြီးကို10လုံးတရက်ကိုအလုံး30ရိုဇဲကကျတော့3စားတဲ့အချိန်မှာဒီ enzyme တွေလည်းတောက်တယ်ဆရာမဗီခိုတောက်တာတော့နည်းနည်းသွားတယ်အခုသူဖြစ်နေတာတအားရားနေတဲ့ reaction ပေါ့ဆရာမအခုလည်းဖုန်းဆက်ခဲ့တယ်သူကရားတာမှလက်ထိတ်တွေကိုရင်နွေးနဲ့ဆင်ရတဲ့အထိဖြစ်တယ်ပြီးတော့မှသူစားချင်ပြန်တယ်ဆရာမစားချင်ပြန်နေတာဟိုဂေးဂေးဆိုပြီးအန်ထွက်တယ်အစာအိမ်ပေါ့နောက်ချောင်းတအားဆိုးနေတယ်ချောင်းဆိုးတာမရက်မနာနဲ့သူကဆိုးတယ်စီးတော့တအားသွားတယ်ဝင်းချုပ်နေတယ်သူကပိုရီယာ S တော့ထားတောက်လိုက်တယ်ဆရာမအဲ့ဒါကြောင့်ဒီဘယ်ဓာတ်စာကအခုလို reaction ဖြစ်နေတဲ့အချိန်မှာဘယ်ဓာတ်စာဖြစ်ပေးတင်တယ်လဲဆိုတော့အကြံဉာဏ်လေးကျေးဇူးပြုပြီးပေးပါအောင်ဆရာမ
Okay. Okay. All right. This itchiness is very common when it comes to when you start to take Ganoderma. The reason why they get okay. Their question is they're taking after taking RGGL, spirulina, and the other products, they get very severe itchiness until they have to do some hot water flushing or washing and all. Okay. What is the reason? Okay. The reason this is one of the good healing crises. So there's a couple of reasons to have this itchiness. One reason, when the toxin elimination is taking place and that cause itchiness. Another reason, the blood is start to flow in the areas which was not flowing. So the microvascular blood vessels are opening up. So the bloods are coming into the new tissues. This itchiness is due to new tissue granulation. So that means new tissues are giving bond. You see, whenever you have any cut or wound, when the healing time, you will have itchiness. So we always, what we do is we play around, we will just circle like that, you know, and feel good about it. Okay, this is why the itchiness is there. So, but then for this case, the whole body has a lot of blockage. So blood circulation has been improved. So bloods are entering into vessels was not going through before. So now a lot of regrowing of new tissues is taking place. So the itchiness will be there. So how to avoid this itchiness? Okay. One, the first what I would recommend is she can do any of this kind of therapies, can put it in the hot water and all these things, but still it doesn't work. Reduce the dosage to whatever dosage she can, 50% or either 80%, reduce. Then take it for a week or two, then double up the dose again. If still start to itchy, drop the dose, continue, and then increase. Okay, so eventually this itchiness is not going to be permanent, it's going to be temporary, but she must handle this, don't stop. This is one of the best healing crises because we already have the sign and symptoms like the baby when he's in the stomach for first trimester, first 3 month, first trimester, you'll have a lot of issues. Continuous vomiting, continuous giddiness, lot of kickings, uncomfortable feeling, cannot carry this and that. But it's good, right? After 9 months, you're going to have something, boom, wonderful things. The same thing happening here. Every single thing comes within a healing process. So handle this and also drink a lot of Oolong tea. It helps to flush out a lot of toxins in the urine. And do a lot of running, walking. Walking will be the best to reduce a lot of sweat. Okay. All this helps to reduce the itchiness. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, doctor. The next question was to translate from the Madam Cho is from Ma King Cho Te. So you can ask the question now.
Okay, siya may.ကျွန်တော်ကတော့မေကုံမေးဖို့တော့မဟုတ်ပါဘူးเนาะဒေါက်တာရဲ့ကျွန်တော် YouTube မှာဒီကျွန်တော်တို့ auto translate တွေပေါ့เนาะအဲ့ဒါမြန်မာ language လေးမပါလို့ပေါ့เนาะအဲ့ဒါမြန်မာ language လေးများထည့်ပေးစေချင်လို့ပါဆရာမအဲ့ဒါဒေါက်တာလေးကိုမေးဒေါက်တာကိုမေးပြောပြချင်တော့ပါเนาะ
မေကုံမေးတာကျမကြီးထင်နေ Okay, I will try. But there is no subtitle in Myanmar. They only have it in Spanish, German, all these different language. Yeah, so I will try. I will send a message to the,
Okay, ဟိုဆရာကိုတခြားဟိုအပတ်စဉ်ပေါ့တခြားဟိုတနင်္ဂနွေအပတ်စဉ်တွေပါတယ်ဆရာ YouTube မှာတင်လာတာတွေရှိတယ်အဲ့ဒါလေးတွေလည်းကျွန်တော်တို့ဟိုနားထောင်ခြင်းလို့ပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒါလေးတွေ
ကျေးဇူးပါ Sunday we don't have meetings. Yeah.
I think you mentioned about YouTube, is it? Yeah. No, after this the meeting, you will be uploading in the YouTube, is it? So you want me to get?
Oh, okay. We will try to how to do this recording. Okay, I will take this into consideration. I will try to do something on that. It's a good suggestion. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, the next question from Madam Suja. This will be the last question because already time's up. So this will be the last question from Madam Suja Dhanalakshmi.
Hello.
Yes.
Doctor, good
yes.
morning, Doctor. Akka, good morning, Akka.
Good morning.
டாக்டர் நான் ஃபாஸ்டிங் இருக்கேன் டாக்டர் காலையில எந்திரிச்சோன்னே ஆயில் கோகனட் ஆயில் குடிக்கிறேன் டாக்டர் குடிச்சிட்டு ஒரு half an hourல டீ குடிக்கிறேங்க டாக்டர் டீ குடிச்சோன்னே எனக்கு வயிறு கொஞ்சம் வலி ஆகி ஸ்டொமக் கிளியர் ஆகுதுங்க டாக்டர் ஆனா அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு 11 o'clock மேல எனக்கு ஒரே வாமிட்டிங் சென்சேஷன் தலையெல்லாம் ஒரு மாதிரி கிறுகிறுன்னு வர்ற மாதிரி இருக்கு அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த ஒரு மாதிரியே இருக்குங்க டாக்டர் பசிக்கவும் செய்யுது டாக்டர் பயங்கரமா பசிக்குது ஒரு 11 or 11:30க்குலாம் ஒரு மாதிரி பசிக்கிற மாதிரி வாமிட்டிங் சென்சேஷனாவே இருக்கு டாக்டர்
இல்ல நீங்க இன்னொரு போன் கிட்ட பக்கத்துல நிக்கிறீங்க அது வந்து கிளாஷ் ஆகுது நீங்க கொஞ்சம் தள்ளி வச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா ஓகே
சாரி சார் சரி ஹலோ
ஓகே இப்போ உங்க क्वेश्चन நீங்க சுருக்கமா சொல்லுங்க क्वेश्चंस என்னது வந்துட்டு
இல்ல சார் கோகனட் ஆயில் குடிச்சு half an hourல காஃபி குடிக்கிறேங்க சார் 2-in-1 காஃபி குடிச்சு முடிச்சோனே எனக்கு வயிறு பெயின் ஆகுது அண்ட் மோஷன் நல்லபடியா போகுது எல்லாம் இது சார் 11 அப்புறம் வந்து காலையில ஸ்பைருலினா பார்த்தும் ஆர்ஜிஜிஎல் ஒரு பேர் சாப்பிடுறேங்க சார் அது முடிச்சோன்னே ஒரு 11 o'clock மேல பசிக்குது அப்போ வாமிட்டிங் சென்சேஷனாவே இருக்கு அண்ட் ஒரு கிடினஸ் மாதிரி லைட்டா இருக்குங்க சார்
Okay. Why you're not taking any food when you're hungry?
டாக்டர் நீங்க கொடுத்துருங்க
Okay. All right. Okay. The question is, she's taking coconut oil, which you owe in the morning. After about 30 minutes, she takes tea or coffee. After that, she has a good bowel movement. And then after that, she gets hungry. Okay. But I don't know which part is the question, but I'll explain generally. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now the question is, no, why she's having question? The question is why she's having giddiness and hungry. Right. Uh-huh. Okay.
And also hungry, sir. And also she feel hungry.
And hungry.
Yeah.
All right. You see, for this, if they ask me, this kind of question, I wouldn't know. Okay, because every body is very, very peculiar and very different. Okay, so I may give some suggestion. Okay, based on this. If you ask me how the heart works, I can explain. Why does the heart work? No, I cannot explain. Okay, that's a kind of I'm telling you this for an example. Okay, so morning she's taking VCO. After that, she's having a coffee. And after that, she's having a bowel movement. And then there is giddiness. Okay. So there could be some drop, okay, in terms of the glucose or any issues can become like that because she's a diabetic patient. So if you're not, I think you're not taking any medication, you already stop on that all. Okay. So try to skip the coffee. Okay. Go for egg or something like that. Okay, with the VCO oil. Okay, don't have to take VCO oil alone in the morning. So you change the pattern a bit. So my suggestion is take some water in the morning, some warm water. Okay, then have a egg. If you egg with VCO, okay, can that's possible. Or if you are a vegetarian, also you can add some coconut milk. Okay, with one little idli or something like that. Okay, and then give a longer gap. Okay, straight go on fasting for until the evening with spirulina. Okay, the stomach pain can happen if you have very poor stomach, very weak stomach. Okay, the digestion is not so good. Okay, you see some people, they don't realize they are not taking good amount of fat. The good fat is very important for digestion. Okay, for the communication or recoveries and all, you need amount of good fat. So the good fat can come from coconut. That's why we're giving VCO, and also can come from the food source. So food source means you can go for meat sources, but don't have to eat a lot of meat. You just take the meat a little bit and make it into a soup and have access to the fat. And that is important. Some people, they have misunderstood. The moment meat only, night meat, morning meat, afternoon meat, take a lot of different varieties of meat. Okay, we need the fat. Okay, that is the most important. Okay, so here it shows very clearly your stomach microbiomes are very. That is why you're having this issue. Now you have to support the system to build back the microbiomes. Okay, the stomach is requesting you to eat the right source of food to build the stomach back. So you can play with mycoveggie, you can play with VCO, Morinzi, fermentation, again, all these things. And also you can do fermented rice, that's possible. Okay, and then spirulina. It's all very good. Okay, you also can put the fermented rice. You add a little bit of spirulina one day earlier into that rice. And it's fermented very well, even for yogurt. Okay, so all this is good. You can do that. And you try a different ways how you can reduce this effect. Okay, that will be good option. Okay. All right, sir.
Okay, doctor, there's no more questions ready. I think we can round up the session, sir.
All right. Yes, go ahead. Mhm. Mhm. Mm. Okay. All right. All the viruses are same. Whether it can be HIV, it can hepatitis, or it can be herpes or synflax, whatever. Okay, syphilis or gonorrhea, chlamydia, whatever it is. Okay, all the viruses act as same, even including COVID. All right, but our body can really rectify all this, and they can eliminate them. They will eliminate, not TXN, not RG, not GL, not spirulina. Okay, don't misunderstood or don't misunderstand the statement that TXN products can cure virus, can cure cancer, can cure HIV, AIDS, this and that. No, we are not claiming so. TXN products will strengthen the body immune system. It will boost up the immunity. It will support the microbiome in the stomach. Once your system is so good, so strong, circulation is so good, your HB level in your blood, hemoglobin is so high, fatty cells, okay, all are so good. So the virus cannot be active. The virus will go at the back. Okay, so in your immune system, in the race in the immune system, your immune system has to be the first one running the race. So anybody overtake, the immune system will put it at the back. But what is happening for most of the people, the immune system, you see any of the virus is overtaking the immune system just look at it. Wow, very fast, huh? Wow. Okay lah, never mind, you go first. It will let it go. Because the immune system is so weak, it cannot catch or cannot chase or cannot rectify. Even it catch this virus, the invaders, we call it as invaders, they catch and they check. Virus can mimic, they can change form. Okay? Today, like Firadus, tomorrow will be Nixon. Day after they catch Nixon like that, they say, hey, then they'll change to Miss Cho. Then will come like David, then can come like Parimalam. You cannot. They mutate very fast. Okay? But if the mother cell, the son cannot cheat. You see, they're very strong. The connection, the bonding is very strong. One look, the mother knows the son has a problem, has a mistake, has this, has that. So that is how the cells, the mother cells in the DNA, the chromosome level, they will be very powerful. They immediately suspicious, they will call another cell. Okay, they will come and check, they say, no, this is fake. Boom, kill. Immediately you put it down. No question asked. But whose immune system is so powerful? This is how it's supposed to be. But now the cells can give alua to the immune system. They can just go through. So don't worry about what virus cells you all have. You see, share the healthy wisdom with these people. Explain to them. Okay? The healthy wisdom, they have to adopt a good health lifestyle. Good healthy lifestyle. So they will be super. I have a lot of patients with me who has many different types of virus issues. They take, after some time, they go and do the blood test, everything back to normal. Okay? So, but the only thing is like HIV and all, they refuse to come forward to give statements. Okay, we can. But hepatitis C, we have plenty. Hepatitis B, A, B, C, D, E, we have up to E. A and B is very common. C is now getting common. Okay, so all this is still the same. Improve the immunity. That's the only thing. The quality of life, the system. You need to adopt a good, healthy lifestyle. All right. Okay. I hope I answered the question. Okay. So, okay.
Okay, Doctor.
All right.
I just want to one announcement, Doctor.
Okay, sure.
Okay, today, whoever coming in today, just want to inform that we're going to close down all the chat box 15 minutes before we send it, and was already informed earlier. And also, people want to raise question, please raise the hand before the 15 minutes so that we can ask the question one by one, because it's taking some time to answer the questions. So the faster you come in, the better. If they don't come at the last minute, so you will end up the meeting to so long. So we need to finish it on time. That's the reason why we have to close so many people's hand raise and also the chat box. So please be cooperative and we can have the meeting a better way. So thank you so much.
Okay, we come to the end of the session. So thank you so much for all the humble souls who have been with us for all these hours. So if we said anything or we didn't take your questions, so sorry. So through your leaders, you may ask the questions or on the next session. So that's why you must be very fast, because the program we are doing only expected 1 hour, but 1 hour is very insufficient, 1.5 hours, but we don't want it to be like 2 hours. A lot of people has a lot of things to do and they're, working and so on. All right. So thanking you, my co-host, Mr. Nixon, to take all the questions and, be vigilant on at the back. And also thanking Madam Parimalam for doing the Tamil translation, and also Miss Cho for doing the Myanmar translation. Okay. So we also want more different languages. Okay. I'm waiting for another 2 more languages in case anybody interested to help us out on this Malay. We need to add in Malay. So please come forward, to help us. That will be a very big blessing for you. Do let us know through our leaders, okay, or any other language you have any other ideas. All right. So thank you so much. So let's wind up the session. So sayonara, bye-bye. And don't forget to subscribe the channel. Okay.